bit more about this idea of like contemporary and how that intersects with multicultural?
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
awesome.
what type of genres do you incorporate?
That's a good question. So we endeavor to incorporate anything that we can. Honestly, we'll take on any challenge, but we'll do worship music, and I'm just going to throw out some contemporary names, just for like a point of reference, like Hillsong or Bethel. Who else? Like going back, we got like Chris Tomlin and like the Passion Band. And so when you think of like contemporary, maybe worship bands, you think of that, you know,
Right.
like Matt Redman. And then we also do gospel music.
Which is my favorite.
Yes, mine
Yeah.
too. Mine too. And so we have this blend. It's like this fusion of a lot of different sounds and a lot of different expressions. If you've ever heard of Maverick, I think that our worship style is similar to theirs in the fact that you will see all kinds of cultures and ethnic backgrounds that make up their team, and they all flow together beautifully. There's an ebb and a flow. There's, you know, a give and a take, and but they have they've incorporated kind of like the gospel feel and like maybe a more traditional or contemporary sound. So it's really this blend. And that's what we're going for.
Right. Well, I don't know if this is, you know, how you would necessarily see it, but like I think I'm seeing a thread here between, you know, the work that you do vocationally and then, you know, this aspect of your life, your service, there's this creativity and responsiveness that's really that common thread.
Absolutely.
You know, between the two. And people wouldn't typically think about creativity being infused into an office shop.
Right.
You know, but it's, I mean, we pivot.
Oh, yeah. We absolutely do.
We ebb, we flow. Definitely. And I think that's really, it's very interesting how, like, you know, the art or those expressive arts that we have in our life. And I think all people are creative. I mean, has that been your experience?
Yeah, absolutely. It may not be the same expression that I have or maybe in the same way, but absolutely. I think all people are there's some facet of their being that is creative. They might not see it as creative, but, you know, it definitely is. I think another common thread that ties, you know, my worship life or, you know, my church service life and my office life is my desire to unite folks and to unite people in this mutual like respect and really I think it comes down to honor. I'm honoring them. I see value in them. No matter what they're going through, no matter what they're facing, I see them as valuable, and I want to honor them. And so, when we're in worship, you know, and we want to honor one another, we give each other place to, you know, maybe take the lead or, you know, or give feedback. And so I can honor people in my professional life. You know, by choosing to see their perspective or choosing to listen, you know, maybe with a colleague or a coworker. And then, you know, with clients, it's really about showing this compassion and this empathy and, you know, and we get the opportunity, and this is awesome that I love about our job, that you give us the creative freedom to really offer words of encouragement to people. And it doesn't have to just be about, okay, here's your case, here's the strategy, but also, like, I care about you and I want to see you get to the better you, not just to the other side of this case, but there is a fantastic and a bright future waiting for you.
Yeah, especially, and I would agree with that. I think it just playing on this or speaking to this voice theme, that's a big part of our job is to give true voice to where a person is coming from, because a lot of times people in crisis they're having a difficult time articulating their true heart. It sometimes comes across as frustrated or angry,
Right.
Or they're fighting for their life, and or the things that are most important to them, their children, their time, their reputation, different kind of things like that, like what they built. But a lot of times, most of the time, we find that the real voice underneath it all is just someone who wants to have peace, who wants to be settled, who wants to have hope that there is a better future for them, for their family, and for their children.
Yeah, for generations to come. They want to leave a legacy.